I have the pleasure of introducing a gentleman that I had the pleasure of knowing briefly before he became the Deputy Administrator, or technically the Undersecretary of Commerce for Oceans and Atmosphere in the Department of Commerce at NOAA. But Admiral and Dr. Gallaudet is eminently qualified to be the Deputy Administrator at NOAA. We're just so grateful to have you in this position, sir. Dr. Gallaudet was previously the Rear Admiral for the U.S. Navy. We know that. He was also previously the Oceanographer of the Navy. And you can kind of imagine that he went to the U.S. Naval Academy and got his master's and doctorate from the Scripps Institute of Oceanography. So how grateful that he could be here today. What we probably didn't even guess, he was a Navy SEAL during high visibility counterterrorism operations. I'm kind of blown away by that. I know you probably, whatever. But with all due respects, Admiral and Dr. Gallaudet, pretty impressive resume. So we're really pleased that as the highest level, currently highest level, Senate confirmed member of NOAA, that he could join us tonight. So thank you, Dr. Gallaudet. Thank you. We appreciate a few words.
Well, good evening, everybody. Helen, thank you for that gracious introduction. Your father was the real hero. He was the original SEAL, the underwater demolition team member. I worked with Navy SEALs, so I was not facing them. But anyways, it's great to be here with this wonderful WanHoliday reception. If I at all inspire you with my remarks tonight, please give credit to the wonderful Dr. Lindsay Kratz. Yes, please. There you are. How should you do that? She is magic. She works magic every day. And my flag lieutenant, the wonderful Lieutenant Rachel Pryor, who does everything for me. So NOAA is so thrilled and embraces WAN in every respect because so many members of NOAA are WAN members. Raise your hand if you are a NOAA employee, please. Wow, all right. I can't wait to meet you all. I think I've been 6 weeks on the job, but it's wonderful to have you all here. So you can tell that NOAA definitely embraces WAN. And I think we have 3 members on your executive committee council, at least 1 member on your advisory board, so we are absolutely all in. And you'll understand that I'm all in when you hear the rest of my presentation. So thanks for all you do. So with that, I'd like to just share with you some of my thoughts on this great organization with a kind of lens of my experience. So if you don't mind, Rachel, go ahead. I was in the Navy for 32 years, and our greatest Navy in the world today has a history of some not so great things. And that is the fact that we did not allow women to serve for a large part of our history. And so this is a recruiting poster from World War II. I actually have a big picture of this in my office. I think it's neat because it's sort of like, nowadays, this is irrelevant. Wonderfully so. But it took a national emergency in World War II, next slide, to have the nation figure out how much women could contribute to the Navy. And so we had this program we started called WAVES, Women Accepted for Volunteer Enlisted Service. And WAVES just did tremendous things that we couldn't have done as a nation to win that war. Filling all these shoreside positions so that men could go forward and fight. And they did really more than amazing things in terms of either medical care, administrative work that was very important. And even we even have a Navy WAVE who was a Yale PhD and was one of the first computer programmers in our country and did great things during the war and after. Go ahead. And that was on the left there. And then Rear Admiral Grace Hopper. So she achieved the rank that I had when I retired. And she was just a pioneer in computer programming, a pioneer for women in the Navy. What's wonderful about the work she did is she sort of paved the way for women to do amazing things. Nowadays in our fleet, we have women that serve in combat flying fighter jets, on board submarines, on Navy ships, and explosive ordnance disposal. And they're even eligible now to become Navy SEALs when qualified. I'm proud to know this on the right-hand side of this slide here is a very good friend of mine. Her name is Sarah Joyner, and she was my classmate at the Naval Academy and a fellow oceanography major. And so we went out on labs together on the Yard Patrol boats, and we both had that common thing. I'm going to pull her into the WAN, by the way, because I know she loves ocean science. But she ended up going a different path. I graduated and became an oceanographer. She graduated and became a fighter pilot. And she's recognized as being the first woman to command a carrier air wing. 70 jets, several squadrons of different aircraft types flying in combat operations from carriers in Iraq, Afghanistan, and against ISIS. She's a hero, a national hero. And what I love most about her is, when I wrote her and said, "Congratulations, Sarah, on your being the first air group commander as a woman," she said, "Thanks, Tim, but I don't want to be remembered as the first woman as an air group commander. I just want to be remembered as a good air group commander." And that's who she is. She just made admiral this year, and it's just a real testament to the fact that what Jackie, what you said about not what women can do, it's that what women are doing across the nation in leadership positions. If you can go ahead. So this journey to get there was not easy. And let me share with you a personal story. On the left side of this slide is a picture of red diver, green diver, left and right. On the left there is a diver on the stage going into the water from the USS Hoist in the Mediterranean in 1993, doing some salvage work when an aircraft crashed into the Mediterranean from an aircraft carrier. And that red diver on the left is my wife, Karen Gallaudet, then Lieutenant Karen Ritter. So she was one of the very early women divers in the Navy in 1993. There had been several before her, but there weren't many, and there was less than 1% of women diving in the Navy. Very arduous duty, but she had the courage